Hello guys, Mr. Eccentric here from the Tough Eggs. I've just got a quick little AMX-13 105 battle for you on steps today. So, the AMX-13 105, it's a 3-round auto-loader. Unlike the 1390 and the 1375, which were 4-round loaders, you've only got 3 shots in this magazine, but it does do around 1200 damage a clip, which can turn the tide of a few engagements. But as you can see, we're against 2 EBR 105s, so scouting directly across the field probably isn't the best choice in this situation. So I've taken a rather unorthodox approach, and I'm going to push down the 8 line here on steps today, attempting to catch out some mediums and some heavies before they can push into position. Now normally, I'd advise coming down here in maybe a medium tank or a heavy, it's not the best position for a light tank, but this little bush here on the corner, you can sometimes catch out enemy mediums before they get into position. So I take my line a bit too wide here, I'm a bit cautious thinking I might get spotted through that tree, so I relocate back into the bush and just poke my bum out. This way, I'll be able to spot anything coming down. As you can see, some trees just collapsed, and there we go. So there's an object 430 and a pattern that have just been located. Unfortunately, my 2 heavies and my TDs in the background are a bit slow getting into position, so they didn't manage to squeeze any shots off. But at least they're here now, and that's all that matters. Unfortunately, they are closer to spot this guy for themselves now, so any spotting damage I could have got has kind of been lost. Now it's important when you're playing a scout not to give away your position. So right here I could easily take out that pattern and steal all that damage myself. However, he'd most certainly spot me, and that object 140 is already aware that I'm probably in this position. It's clearly a clued in player there in the object 140. So our heavies are pushing. I'm probably not going to get much more use from this location. One quick last look at the 140 just to see him pulling back, making sure he's not going to blind fire me, he'll spot me when I'm moving away. Then I make my move to push further north. And one thing you do have to, which is kind of surprising about the 105, it does have 7 degrees of gun depression, which just can be quite useful. And that's what I intended to use right now in flanking these guys. Because looking at the map and with the 3 artillery they have, it doesn't appear like they've got much support left down this flank. So we can see our heavies moving in down there on the map, they're pushing in, putting some pressure on that 430 and object 140. Sturv is on his way running. One quick last look to see if Sturv's coming. He's not. Flick it around the corner. Fortunately, I was hoping for the backside of this 140 instead of what his front, and this is going to cost me a lot of hit points. So I managed to put one into him. I want to make sure I track him so he can't chase me. This gets him stuck in position. He will get one more into me, but it stops him in his tracks, so our IS-7 can clean him up. I noticed the Sturv trying to be sneaky and tap one into the top of my head, so I'll pull back, relocate down so I can go down the B line, try and catch out those 3 artilleries, and approach through some bushes where I know I wouldn't get spotted. So I'm already up to 800 damage and 259 spotting damage, which really isn't a lot, but that's about to change. Like, I know the artillery will have awful view range, so as long as I don't shoot, I won't give away my position, I can remain unspotted and push down this corridor and spot all of the artillery. Look at them all running now. All running away. And now I'm really thinking about being greedy, because that's a potential Pascucci's with those 2 shots there. But I'm really cautious, thinking that if I fire now, that E4 and Super Conqueror are going to be able to have shots on me, but it's worth it. Get the artilleries out of the game, allow our teams to push forward. Unfortunately, that second shell hits the gun of the T92. It doesn't connect with the 261, and I don't want to waste any more time sitting on that ridge. So I'll pop down, avoid the shots, avoid the return fire from the 261, and then execute him when he can't do anything else. So the reload of the 13 105 is actually pretty good, it's around 28 seconds. So it's not brilliant, but it's manageable. I say 28 seconds, but it's a lot shorter with my crew. So I can see the CS and the Stir both aiming my way. Conqueror, however, is incredibly distracted. I could try and track him and get the spotting damage and try and do normal damage to him, but at that angle, with the penetration on this gun, that just wasn't going to happen. So I'd rather just get the confirmed damage, boost myself up to 2k and 2.5k spotting damage, and then wait for my reload. Now, I know the Stir is expecting to pop around the corner, so I'm on the reload. He doesn't know that. So I'm just going to wait here, wait for him to get distracted, which luckily our I-7 provides an ample distraction. And I'm going to clean him up. Put 2 straight in the side. Wait for my allies to drag past, finish him off, and let's try and sneak in a cheeky 4th kill right at the end. There we go. So that's 2.7k, 2.5k spotting damage in around 5 minutes on steps. So here are the end plates for that battle. As you can see, I did a 2,722 direct damage and 2,505 spotting damage with the AMX-13 105 here on steps. That definitely could have been better. I could have definitely squeezed up to over 3,000 base damage, maybe a bit more spotting if I could have got into position quicker, but what can you do? So here we go. See, top on the team, 1,045 experience, 4 kills. Granted, 2 of them were kill steals towards the end of the game, but that's what light tanks do. Again, even managed to make a little bit of a profit, 36,000 even after using premium consumables. 12 shots, 11 hits, that's pretty good for the 13-105. It's not the most accurate of light tanks. But no, great game overall, especially for a late night on a Tuesday. A little Pascucci's to boot, so yeah, pretty chuffed with that. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, guys, and I'll catch you next time.